Puzzle games, any 6-year-old's favorite pastime. For everyone who doesn't know, I'm not a huge fan of puzzle games. I think they're too boring and my dopamine-loving brain doesn't have the patience for it. So why the hell is this on my Wii U? Quiet Please is an indie puzzle adventure game created and published by No Static Software. No Static has made a good amount of games that, to be honest, I don't think you have ever seen or played before. The most prominent games they've made have, of course, been the Quiet Please games. And Quiet Please the game. It's a little confusing. Try to keep up, guys. In this video, I'm actually not just going to be talking about Quiet Please, but the game of theirs I own on my Wii U, the Quiet Collection. Alright, so what the Quiet Collection is it's all the 4 Quiet Please games besides this one for some reason. It's all of them put into one game, so you can play all 4 of them in one download. Isn't that cool? Now, you may be wondering, BCA, if you don't like puzzle games, why do you own this and the Tokitori remaster? My mom bought it. When I lived in an apartment with just me and my mom, and all I knew in the world was Skylanders, Pokemon, and Minecraft, she'd sometimes buy games on the Wii U. One of these was, of course, the Quiet Collection. I have no clue how she found it, but she did, and now I can finally say I'm a proud owner of the Wii U. Wait, this isn't an exclusive? The Quiet Collection released on Steam, Wii U, 2 and 3DS, PlayStation Vita, as well as a few other places. On the Wii U and PlayStation Vita, it was released in 2015, while for the 2 and 3DS, it was released in 2017. While the Quiet Collection was never released on the Apple App Store, 3 of the Quiet Please games were Quiet Please, Quiet Christmas, and I don't know why these specifically got put on the App Store. Why not just put all 5 on at this point? I don't know. I just found it odd. Quiet Please was put on there all the way back in 2012, by the way. Holy God, what was 3-year-old me doing? I should have been on my phone playing Peak! I haven't seen anyone really talk about this game, let alone do a video on it that isn't gameplay or a walkthrough. So I wanted to be the first person to talk about this retro-styled puzzle game in depth. It had been a while since I played this, so I went and played all 4 games in the Quiet Collection to better remember and talk about stuff since I don't want to go off memory. See, IGN? I'm a game journalist just like you! Please hire me! Never mind, actually, this sucks. Starting with the OG, the GOAT, Quiet Please. I wonder what the goal of this one is.
Shut your mouth, woman. That is not how you treat like a woman, sir.
Unless your name is Helen Keller, this game's deal is pretty obvious. Shut your mom up with ice cream. Wait, that's not ice cream. Wreck your own satellite dish because dad had the TV up too high. Ruin your neighbor's lawnmower because he was mowing his lawn at a reasonable hour. You know, the obvious stuff. Overall, there isn't a ton for me to say about this game. It has 2 parts technically because your mom's meditation music and the neighbor's dog wake you up once you finish the morning puzzles. There's an RC car that's kinda cool, your little brother's an annoying piece of shit that will pick up items you've dropped, and that's about it. It's a simple, charming game that sets a good base for the future Quiet Please games, but it's definitely not the best thing in this collection. Ignore this part where I ran around not knowing how to sabotage your neighbor, Mr. Peabody's lawnmower for like 10 minutes because I forgot about this tiny little sprinkler that you need to activate it to distract him. I'm not dumb, I swear. Anyway, next game.
I just wanna ching your bones.
Fuck them kids, bro.
Quiet Christmas is up next. This one takes place, once again, at your house. And the goal of this one is to set up for Christmas, as well as shut everything and everyone up, make the milk and cookies for Santa because your parents for whatever reason haven't done this already, vandalize your neighbor's Christmas decorations, assault your neighbor and his dog. Again, the obvious usual stuff that you would do on Christmas. I am like just now realizing this. The girl you play as is such an asshole for like no reason. Like, dog, you could have just asked Mr. Peabody to turn off his inflatable Santa or like politely tell him not to carol at your house. It isn't that hard. But nah, he's gotta go pelt him with snowballs, because that's a reasonable thing to do. She even makes fun of his Christmas tree. This girl is the craziest, like, one-sided beef with her neighbor I have ever seen. Overall, I like this one a little more than Quiet Please, mainly because you get to pelt your neighbor with snowballs. This one, like the last, has 2 parts. But the second part is just assaulting your neighbor, so not a ton there besides a trip to the police office. For some reason, some parts of the house from Quiet Please just become unavailable or straight up disappear, Like the window in your little brother's room that you used to climb into your mom's room because she locked the door, and the latch to the attic you can use the ladder to climb up in, these are just gone for some reason. I'd imagine it took more effort to remove them rather than just keep them in, so I don't really know why they got removed, including them, especially the attic, and not having any items in it could have been like a good way to throw some people off and make the puzzles a little harder, but it's whatever, the game doesn't really change much without them, so what am I even talking about? So yeah, this one's pretty cool. I like Christmas, probably one of my favorite times of the year. Next game.
Wait a moment, where are you?
Epitome Island.
Vacation Vexation is up next, and this one is definitely my favorite out of the 4 in this collection. This one finally takes place somewhere different! This time, you're on a boardwalk, and your goal now is to relax on the beach. You know the drill. Break and enter, make false calls, steal a towel, take a kite from the lost and found, give your neighbor skin irritation. Gee, this girl's such a bitch. Make someone almost lose their cat. Again, the obvious stuff. She is actually an awful person. Once you've done the typical puzzles, you can finally relax. But obviously you wake up because there's 2 parts. Wait, there's 4 actually, wow. Yeah, for some reason Vacation Vexation, unlike the last 2 games having 2 parts, has a whopping 4. I'm not complaining though. Like I said, this one's my favorite out of the 4 games in the Quiet Collection, so more content, whatever. The second part is you just trying to get these 2 old guys' chess piece back from a seagull so they can shut up and let you relax. So after asking Mom for a cracker, feeding it to this dude's parrot, and turning his radio off, I steal a sardine and are finally able to relax again. But not actually, because some random lady starts yapping to someone on the phone about how a painting for the Boardwalk's art exhibit isn't there yet. So like any sane person, I grab a pizza box from the trash, smear the thing with ketchup and mustard, then go into the previously locked art exhibit to hang it up. Mustard, 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 mustard. Now that the lady is off the beach, I can finally relax! That is until the fuck-ass little brother comes up to me bragging about ice cream until his dumbass drops it and starts bawling his eyes out. And there's an ice cream truck blaring the ice cream music. I'm gonna kill myself.
Suicide, obviously. Kill yourself.
So after lying to this idiot, stealing his ice cream, and giving it to the brother, I pull a Michael Jackson and hang a blanket out the window so I can climb on top of the ice cream truck to mess with its speaker. This is really safe. With my brother happy and the loud music finally stopped, I can finally relax. So yeah, that's Vacation Vexation. There's also this cool arcade area that has 4 games for you to play and get high scores, so that's neat post-game content. On the Steam release, there's actually 2 achievements for getting the high score on 2 of these games. I think one of them is called Kung Fu Fight, and the other one is called Badger. Overall, I like this one a lot more than Quiet Please and Quiet Christmas, probably because of the greater amount of content and stuff to do. The puzzles I feel are better, the arcade machine minigames are a fun addition, the hotel employee is my op, and I hope this fucker drops his ice cream again. If you're going to buy any singular Quiet Please game, this would be the one to buy. So, yeah. Next and final game in this collection.
Man, it doesn't matter if you 15, my nigga. I like young girls. I like them 15, 14.
This is what it takes to get views on YouTube. Next up, Candy Please, one of the 3 games from the series to follow the Comma Please naming scheme. This one takes place in, and we're at the house again. Awesome. Is what I would say if this whole game's thing wasn't being able to leave your house and go onto the street to trick or treat. The focus of Candy Please is, get this, getting candy. Please. While there are puzzles in this one, the main puzzle is finding objects around your house, outside, and at other people's places, and using them to make other costumes. Why other costumes, you may be asking? So you can be a dick and get more candy, of course. Similarly to Vacation Vexation, Candy Please has a different amount of parts than Quiet Please and Quiet Christmas, only having 1. To be fair, this game does take place in one Halloween night, so I guess having it be 1 part makes sense, Like, be for real, would you really take a break in between trick-or-treating just to go back out and trick-or-treat again? I don't really think so. No one does that. Unlike for the other three, I'm not gonna really describe what happens in this one. One, because it's kind of boring. I'm be for real. It's sort of boring. But it's also one of the harder ones. I think it is the hardest game in this collection. So you should go experience it yourself. I bet you're not gonna buy the game, but go do it yourself, idiot. I will say one thing though, you can put a spider on the RC car, because the RC car from Quiet Please is in this one, and you can go around and scare kids with it. It's pretty cool. I like that. Go play this game. Anyway, yeah, overall this one is definitely my second favorite so far, mainly because it's just longer. I wish the game was more entertaining though. Yeah, so this goes right behind Vacation Vexation. I like how much longer these two have been compared to the first two I played, Quiet Christmas and Quiet Please. Because if you know all the puzzle solutions in Quiet Please and Quiet Christmas, you can finish them in like unironically 5 or so minutes. Like I might do a speed run just to see how fast I can complete these. They're not very hard. So, I mean, well, to be fair, neither are Vacation Vexation and Candy Please, but you know what I mean. Now, the moment you all have been waiting for, this game, DLC technically, I've been talking about since the near beginning of this video. The final game in the Quiet Please series, Turkey Please.
Love to eat turkey.
Why is it that human porn is okay, but dragon porn is generally frowned upon? Dragons are much more...
Another game that follows the Comma Please naming scheme. You know what, guys? This is a huge win. Big if true. Alright, so, as of writing this, I actually haven't even bought the Steam release of the Quiet Collection yet on Steam. So I know absolutely nothing about Turkey Please. I hope it's worth buying on Steam though, because I already have this on my Wii U. Yeah. Alright, I just bought the game and the DLC for Turkey Please. I'm gonna run through it a few times so I can talk about it better. This entire section is going to be completely unscripted because I want my raw, gritty, yeah, involved, a bunch of other buzzword thoughts on it. Have fun listening. Guys, boys and girls. It lived up to the hype. It was pretty good. I liked it. It's my new second favorite. So here's the rankings so far. We got Quiet Please at 5, Quiet Christmas at 4, Candy Please at 3, Turkey Please at 2, and Vacation Vexation at 1. That is my official tier list. Probably nothing's gonna change on that. I don't know, maybe I'll be like 30 and I'll play this game and I'll go, I actually like Candy Please better. But that's not gonna happen because why would I be playing this in my 30s? Anyway, the game, the DLC Turkey Please. It was cool. I liked it. It was definitely worth, I think it was $1.99, so like $2, whatever. I have a job, so I might have to censor that. That's a trigger word. But, yeah, so, completely fair price. I liked it. It was a nice time. I'm going to talk about it real quick. So, your family is getting ready for Thanksgiving. Your mom needs help doing all the foodstuffs. And a ton of your family are coming over. There are these two twin sisters, who are basically just, like, recolors of your little brother, but, who cares? It's a video game. But, what else was there? Also, your grandma comes over, and your grandma's actually a pretty big part of this. She's the solution to a lot of the puzzles. So I'm gonna talk about that in a second. And then this other guy comes over and just kind of sits on the couch and watches the football game on the TV. He's not that important. He's not related to like any puzzles. But yeah. Oh, and the big part of this one, you get to go inside your neighbor's house because he just, I guess, doesn't care about you being in his house. And you get to see the inside. There's really only 2 rooms you can be in, though. inside his house because the third one is locked and you can't go in. But yeah, you get to see his house. It's pretty cool. He's playing this cool music, which I might actually put in the video because it's pretty good music. I like it. I might just scatter it across different videos as well because I like it. But yeah, so let me talk about some of the puzzles. You use your grandma to transfer the turkey from place to place because you need to cook the turkey, obviously. It's not Thanksgiving without a turkey. And since you know you're a little girl, you cannot carry this full-size turkey over to your neighbor's house because guess what? Your oven is too small and you can't cook the turkey. So you get grandma, you put the turkey on grandma's lap, and you roll her into your neighbor's house. You put them both in the oven, guys. You cook your grandmother in this game. And then you leave. The turkey is linked to how many puzzles you finish, and it's only near the end of the game can you take out the turkey. This thing is like bent in the oven, by the way. You just put it on grandma's lap like it's nothing. Grandma's like the Man of Steel here. She can just carry scalding hot turkeys from house to house. She's a super trooper. So you also find the slingshot and you load it with Brussels sprouts, and then you shoot it at this tree because there's a spoon in it. It's your neighbor Mr. Peabody's favorite spoon that he uses every Thanksgiving for the candied yams, I guess. I don't know. The guy's weird, but you know who isn't a little weird. So you get the spoon out of the tree. You give it to him. You can finally take the candied yams, I believe, over to your house and put it on the Thanksgiving table. The whole goal of this one is to set the table. It's really it. There's nothing about being quiet. I mean, it's Thanksgiving. It's not really made quiet. So yeah, you bring that over. You put it on the table. You find this other stuff. You put it on the table. You have to. Oh my god! You know what? This one puzzle. This one was frustrating me so much because it's actually bugged. The one bug I have ever seen in this game comes from this DLC. I'm not gonna like talk smack about it because this might just be a oversight in coding. I mean, it's what all bugs are, but it's not a huge deal. You just have to restart the game. But there's just one puzzle outside with this heater. There's a heater outside that you gotta go and turn on. And once it's turned on, you need to distract the twins, you need to bring grandma outside near the heater. I don't know how you're supposed to figure this out, by the way. It's kind of crazy. You have to bring grandma outside by the heater, and then the twins will for some reason stop bothering mom and go outside to go to the heater and ask grandma to tell them stories. That's the puzzle that was confusing me because whenever you would put her over there, the twins would just either walk through the door and then walk right back in the door, or run across the entire yard and through the garage and then go through that door to keep bothering mom. I don't know why they do this. Their AI is a little dumb. It's whatever. Just if you get this game and you buy the DLC, just restart your game when this puzzle happens. It fixed the issue completely. Yeah. Then once everything's finished, you go and get your brother, which actually this has another mini game slash game I think No Static has created in it called Fat Dragon, and he's playing it upstairs, and you go and unplug, you rip the cord out of the wall, and the house actually catches on fire. Actually, I saw it. I was there, and you tell him game time is over. Go downstairs and eat. And he's like, sigh, okay. And then he goes downstairs, and then it's a happy Thanksgiving. Yep. Thanksgiving happy. Happy Thanksgiving. It's not even close to Thanksgiving, but happy Thanksgiving, guys. I hope you guys have lots of turkey. Turkey, yep. What am I doing, man?
Guys, we're playing Quiet Collection. Isn't this so retro?
I'm so retro. Release the gummies, you know? This is like the FNAF 4 minigames.
Shut up, dude. You gotta turn down the volume because it's really loud.
Turn this TV off, bro.
Shut up! Where's a gun? There's a gun in this game.
There is?
No.
It looks like gubbies upstairs. What are those?
Shut up.
You think the creator is gonna watch this video?
No.
Is he dead?
No?